name is Otis Brown, and I am a Best Buddy Ambassador. I live on the south side of Chicago, Illinois. I am 25 years old, going on 26 years of age. I have a great mother, and her name is Cassandra Brown. I also have a great sister, and her name is Blanche Mays. But I also have a wonderful niece, and her name is Malaya. The struggle I have with my disability is that it is very hard to learn or gain any knowledge because of my learning disability, which is called moderate cognitive impairment. When I was 3 to 6 years old, some of the doctors and teachers told my mother that I had a learning disability, which means it was going to be very hard for me in school. I had a very hard time with school with subjects like math or English. I was picked on and bullied at the age of 6 to 7 years old. I think as a person with a disability, sometimes it's the lack of support from family members that cause us to become stressful or depressed. The reason why is that we're supposed to have people in our family, like mothers or father figures, to remind us about our disabilities and what we can do. But I didn't have that growing up as a kid. As a person with a disability, my mother would always remind me about my disability, which would always put me down as a person. I went to Southside Occupational Academy, where I met my powerlifting coach, Mr. G. He asked me, can I join the powerlifting team? He said yes. Then I trained with him Monday through Friday, and my first world powerlifting meet was in Williamsburg, Illinois, where I broke 2 records, which was the deadlift of 501 pounds and bench press of 281 pounds. I went on to win my first world championship in Chicago, Illinois, where I made history by becoming the first world champion in any sport of Chicago Public School history. In November of 2005, we went to Finland to win a second world championship. Here are some pictures in Finland. Okay. When I was growing up on the west side of Chicago, Illinois, I have seen a lot of bad things as a young kid, like gangs or drug dealers. As a kid growing up in the urban community, there is a lack of opportunities that we as young people don't always have. I have always had to fight against bullies every day, but and also have family members that were in gangs or drug dealers like my uncles or cousins. This affected me as a person with a disability and as a young person growing up in the urban community. I lost my father before I was born. He was killed. I found best buddies on the internet and then came in the office to get paired with a buddy, a person I can call a friend. My buddy's name is Gary. He is a great friend, a great person to hang out with, and a wonderful role model. He came with me to Boston when I gave first speech as a Best Buddies ambassador. Here is a picture of me and Gary at the gym and in Boston. One of my goals as a person with a disability is to spread the word to end the word. I also want to encourage people to stop using our word. My second goal is to open up doors for people with disabilities, like empowering them and inspiring them to live their dreams. Now, as a Best Buddy Ambassador, I want to encourage people to stop using the R word because it hurts a lot of people with disabilities' feelings. The last goal I have as a Best Buddy Ambassador and a person with a disability is to make history, which means to create more opportunities for people with disabilities. I want to leave you with this famous quote: the difference between those who fail and succeed, The difference between those who fail and those who succeed is largely perseverance, never quit. God bless everybody.